Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my next quote of the day. Today, we are talking about change. Right now, I am in the tundra of Alaska, and it's a time of change. It's early September, and man, is it changing. All the colors have changed. Everything around me is going to die. This is a time of change. Appropriate topic for today. The author of this quote is Dodinsky. The butterfly said to the sun, "They can't stop talking about my transformation." Of course, he's talking about the thought here is the caterpillar weaving the cocoon and transforming into this gorgeous butterfly, this mediocre, bland creature becoming one of the most gorgeous creatures in the world. And look behind me, gorgeousness is everywhere, and it can arise out of what you think are just average, ordinary, bland things. They can't stop talking about my transformation. I can only do it once in my lifetime. If only they knew they can do it at any time and in countless ways. Dodinsky. My friends, you have an advantage over the caterpillar. It can only do it once in its life. It can change from this mediocre thing into this, transform into this thing of stunning, gorgeous beauty. My friends, you can do it anytime. It's available to you at any time, timeless amount of times. You can be transformed from a mediocre, just another Joe, average life, mediocre happiness, nothing special. That describes, most of us, we get up and we go to work, we do our lives, we just go through the routine over and over every day. Get up, go to work, get ready, go to work, come home, watch TV a little bit, go to bed, up in the morning, off to work, work some more, come home, watch a little TV, go to bed. Weekend comes, run errands, maybe practice a hobby or two a little bit here and there. Next day, end of the weekend, get up, go to work. You know, I don't have to tell you about how routine and mundane our lives are. We're a lot like caterpillars. But just like that caterpillar, you can become a thing of incredible beauty. Except the caterpillar can only do it once. You can do it over and over and over again. In fact, his transformation is really short and total. And yours can be slow and gradual, over and repeated. And you will probably have steps. Most people do. Some people have these huge, enormous transformations in one moment. But most of us have a time of change and powerful moments, and we become something much more beautiful. And then we move on and become at another time. If your heart is open and willing to change, to transformation, it can be a constant power and force in your life. And even if it's not all at once and total in one moment in time, and for most of us it won't be, each time, each step, graduation up the ladder, you will stop at that graduation and think, wow, what happened? I've become something completely different. Man, that was amazing. I'm so excited about my life. And then you'll go about that part of your life, that new thing that you have become. And it'll go on for a while. And then you'll come to a limit on that, and you'll be forced to grow again, a new transformation. It can only take you so far. And then there will be a new transformation, and a new beauty will erupt out of you. And then, oh man, I thought it was good before. Look at this. And then you'll go into that life, and you'll learn and you'll grow and you'll study and you'll change. And then after a while, that will stop. You'll come to an end there. And boy, this just seems like there needs to be something more. This isn't quite all. And then if you're open, if you always maintain this open heart to whatever the universe wants to do with you, then you will transform again. This whole thing was probably up to this, and then over, and then up, and then over, and then up, and then over. That's the way our lives work, really. That's the way most transformation is for us human beings. For a few, it's one moment of complete, total transformation. But for most of us, it's a gradual change through levels. And at each one, you can look back and see how far you've come and what's changed, and what a thing of beauty you've come. And then you can turn around and look forward, and you can see, well, I got a long ways to go. That is important. You're climbing a mountain to become the butterfly of your utmost beauty. And it can be hard climbing. And then sometimes you got to stop and look back at your life and all the transformations in your life. And you have to say, wow, look how far I have come. That is just amazing and wonderful. I can't believe it, but I better get back to work. And then you'll work more and more and more, and you'll get up even higher. You'll go further than you ever thought you could be. You'll be more beautiful than you ever thought you could be. More transformation, more metamorphosis. For us, most of us, it's that little bit at a time. It's in jerk and starts. And it's a lot of work. See, that was a lot of work for the cocoon, for that caterpillar in the cocoon. A lot of our lives are that process. And then the emergence into something new and much more beautiful than it was before. And then a lot of work as the transformation happens. And then that step up to something new and the transformation, the more work, and then something better. And you have to keep your eye on the past to see how far you've come, and you have to keep your eye away forward. At the end of each step, you'll see this growth and this change and this metamorphosis and this new outgrowth of beauty in you. And you have to see then there's a lot more. There's still more to come. And that's always the next step that propels you forward and forward and forward. For us, that's the way it usually works. And I'm not going to deceive you. That's the way it's worked for me. I've had some pretty amazing moments in time of true miraculous transformation, but it was always led up to by and followed by dreary and drudgery and sometimes painful transformation. Just working away in the cocoon at becoming the next part of whatever my calling was in life. And that's probably the way it'll be for you too. And I love this. If only the butterfly says to you and me today, if only they knew they can do it at any time and in countless ways. Yes, you can, my friends. Only if you want to and only if you start along the path. I hope this channel will help you along that path. So if you got anything out of today's little talk, I hope you would consider liking it, hitting the thumbs up button, maybe subscribing, and come back tomorrow. And I'll see you on the next Quote of the Day. See you then.